Is Rebecca here? Haven't heard her yet.
Hello?
There you are.
Hi here.
An in character.
I've fooled them. This is how I actually am all the time.
Oh shit. Hang on, I just checked that.
No one's letting me.
Stone. You have some in your chest.
I'll grab it, but also need sticks. You always need sticks. You never don't need sticks. Right, Mom?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I did not get it there.
Cool.
Might be at the one on the beach.
Wait, there's some stone on the floor, but then we just need to pick it up. There we go. Should be in.
Wait, you gotta craft a granite fire.
So we gotta craft the bowl that's on fire?
Alright. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Cool.
Yes.
Alright. Well, when last we left off, you guys were in the Arboretum. You had were attempting to get a branch of the Nether Oak in order to craft a wand, in order to enact the arcane octid and gain entrance to the central spire of Ythryn. It didn't turn out as easy as you thought, and it turned out that the Nether Oak had been kind of gained sentience over all the years of absorbing magic, and it wasn't too keen on letting you use its wood for good purposes. So it kind of fought back and brought to life a couple of the trees in the Arboretum, but you managed to defeat it, beat it up enough that it finally succumbed and allowed you to take a branch. Tam, being up in the tree working on one, decided that she was going to take that one regardless, and pulled a fast one and snatched the second branch. But a group of black-clad individuals came and tried to accost you and take your branch from you. But you were having none of it, and Kaz was particularly pissed by the whole scenario and decided to retaliate. So you fought them and defeated them as well. And I believe we ended right after the combat finished, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't get a chance to loot or anything.
Okay. So, let us begin with party is just finished defeating the final black-clad intruder, I guess we'll call them for now. Trying to get you guys onto the page. There we go. All right.
Staying away from those guys.
What?
What?
Oh, I thought we were supposed to run away.
I
I don't think they were going to let us.
first before I go anywhere.
I mean, you did put that ball of fire. It was big. And a lot of the trees are still burning over there.
Yeah, well, I dismissed the wall of fire.
Well, the magic user had me held in place, so I couldn't go anywhere. for a bit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were gonna come after us anyway.
Or if they would have stopped and gotten their own branch, since it would have been closer than trying to go after us.
Yeah.
But it's whatever.
They seem pretty intent on just taking it from us.
I mean, we dispatched them pretty quickly, so I don't know if they really would have chased us after after Bright Lady flat out murdered like 3 of them.
No, they were jerks.
So where did Walrus Lady go?
Who?
Walrus Lady? And I'll look around for Verlaine.
Oh.
She's
She's all the way
standing
back
down
on the
at the
steps.
top of the stairs, just kind of looking back at you all. Now that it seems like shit's kind of getting quiet, she kind of comes back towards you all and was like, was the plan not to retreat? Did I misunderstand? I'm sorry.
Well, you understood. The others didn't. I
It's
guess
kinda
we got
hard-
what we needed.
It's hard to retreat when you're held in place by magic.
Same.
An excuse.
Oh, well. Troubling. Do we have any idea who these individuals were? I thought the city was dead.
Well, they wanted to take our sticks, so maybe I don't know. They're you know.
No idea. I'm gonna start rummaging through the bodies.
You mentioned someone called Avarice?
As soon as you say that name, Verlaine's head kind of snaps to you and says, You're sure? Avarice. And they used it as a name, not as an adjective.
I don't know what that means.
Well,
Yeah.
someone's name and not describing their mood.
That's
Yeah,
a
it was the
mood?
name.
I thought it was a name.
Oh,
Yeah, they were talking about a person, I believe.
this is troubling. This is troubling. Avarice is a high-ranking red wizard of the Arcane Brotherhood, and she would be clearly here for the same reason that I came, eventually looking for high-powered arcane artifacts. John, go ahead and roll a investigation. Or yeah, right? Investigation.
Try to
Yeah.
Killing it. So they're wearing black. And they're dead.
Damn. I roll 3, I find nothing. Tantam rolls 3, she gets bracers and protection.
No, I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just kidding. Relax. I'm opening up there.
I'm just fucking with you.
You do find on the last man to fall there that you were battling before, not the spellcaster, but the more heavily armored. You see that he is wearing a full set of plate mail that has been blackened over its steel. He has a great sword. And you see that strapped to his back, he actually had a heavy crossbow.
Nice.
Around his neck, he is wearing a necklace, and it has a pendant on it, on a leather cord, and it looks like it is carved of black crystal in the shape of a sword.
Hmm. Uh, Elaine, can you come check this stuff out for Kaz?
Yeah, what's this? Does this symbol, does this pendant mean anything to you?
Well, I don't recognize the symbol of the sword. It is clearly a sword, meant to be a sword. But isn't that the similar crystal that you have encountered previously in the Dale that you told me about?
I believe so.
Yeah, those the icky crystals.
Indeed, the icky crystals.
Chardolin or something like that.
Wait,
Yes, my barbarian friend. Chardolin it is.
I mean, I'm not a barbarian, but
Well, it's the furs that threw me off. Excuse me, Kaz. We all look rather barbaric in our cold weather gear.
wondering if now he will follow me into Walnut.
all that.
The other, now that you've found it on him, you notice that they're all wearing a Chardolin sword pendant on necklaces. The one who was casting spells at you, he's wearing leather armor, and he has 4 different daggers strapped to his person. The other, more base fighters, are also wearing leather armor, and they each carry a scimitar. However, as you, even with your 3, you go to kind of maneuver their corpses about, and within a few moments of trying to maneuver around the night, their bodies are growing colder and colder and colder, and by the time you've examined the last of them, each of the bodies has frozen solid. The skin turning blue, and they're actually giving off kind of this cold emanation. Whereas in death now they have become not ice, but they are completely frozen, as if for some cold from within.
Okay.
Me.
Well, I'm gonna collect all this stuff and put it in the bag and
What about that armor? Do you think it's better than what you have, Kaz?
oh yeah, but I'd probably have to work on it a bit to get it to fit.
Yeah.
Does your growth ability, your rune, change your armor size too?
Yeah, everything grows to match my size. But I'm not sure that he matches my size in normal though.
No, he's human.
Yeah. So I'd probably still have to work it to get it to work with my blacksmithing.
For jewelry. Jewelry.
Can I have a dagger?
Sure. Do the daggers just look like mundane daggers?
Yep.
I'll just toss one to her then.
You do note that all of the weapons, like their armor, have been blackened. The steel has all been blackened, so even the daggers are kind of a black metal. You do see that there are some nicks on them from use where the blackened has been kind of rubbed off or chipped away, and that they are good solid steel underneath.
The next tree I climb, I can cut now, guys. It won't take me so long. As I wave the little branch that I have.
That's good news.
All right. Well,
Oh, also, what's a red wizard?
Those are super creepy guys.
Avarice was once a red wizard of Thay who had left Thay. But as they say, once red, they never really forego those ties. Though joining the Brotherhood, she swore that she did. I have my suspicions that she secretly has loyalties to the Lich King of Thay.
I would guess that I'd probably heard about that stuff with like father's tales and stuff like that.
Yeah, even Thea, even
Yeah.
remote as you were growing up in Icewind Dale, you definitely had heard of the Red Wizards of Thay and the horror stories of past wars.
They're bad guys for sure.
How can you tell one is a red wizard?
They
My
look like,
understanding, they generally wear like red robes.
yeah.
They
Oh,
do.
that makes sense.
And while she does not don the traditional full red robes of a red wizard, I have never known her not to have some article on her with that of a scarlet color.
Yeah, they're also just generally terrible people. And you also, they cast spells at you. So.
Yeah, noted.
That might try to make you unalive and then back
Uh-huh.
alive again. They
Well,
seem-
that sounds silly.
well, back alive, but not really. Just in body alone, not your mind.
Yeah, they'll bring you back and make you do their bidding. They're pretty terrible. In fact, that's probably why these guys are all weird now.
Actually, that's something Villain here has shown does as well.
We don't talk about that.
There does seem to be very useful, although they're frozen. That's unfortunate.
To work on these guys.
That is unfortunate. She comes over and she kicks at one with her foot, on the head. It's like ting ting ting. I'm like, well, that's not going to work now. Damn it! This one was so well armored and armed. Damn it!
Can't Bright Lady set it on fire and unfreeze it?
I don't.
know that I want to be present for that.
Yeah, we're just gonna not. Well, we got the stick. So, what were we supposed to do next? We were supposed to bring it to the anchor or the anvil, right?
Doesn't we have to wandify it or something?
I think the anvil takes away
Oh, that's right.
magic. Doesn't imbue magic. We were destroying magic items on it, not creating.
Well, we have now, I believe, 2 of the components of the octade.
Is there garbage pieces in the village? Is there garbage
where are we up to now,
in the village?
Yeah.
street light valley.
Another tower or something.
We won't really know exactly what we need to do until we have all of the components of the octade.
The village. That's why.
Assume another tower it is that.
I keep thinking she's talking to me. And I'm like, what? No. Oh, no.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, you guys aren't near a village.
She's talking to her phone because she's apparently a boomer.
I looked up and I saw
To
that.
you.
She looks everything up by voice to text. Anyway.
Okay, to our next pointy
So,
object.
I think we had decided, and then we got jumped. Are
Well,
we going? I think we were going in a counterclockwise manner, if I recall.
What's
here
a
you go.
clock?
What was that called back then?
You are currently
Counter sundial.
Yeah.
A moon dial?
in this.
Uh-huh. It was called something. It was
Well,
called
they have
something.
water clock. They have water clocks in D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was called something. It was called like Earthways or something. Like.
I remember we found, like, one of my campaigns, we, like, found a water clock.
Yeah, and,
And,
and they're worth ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah, we stuck it in, like, a interdimensional space and then went and sold it somewhere.
Oh.
I think that one's next.
It does seem to be the closest looking.
It's also the way those people were coming from, right?
I do believe you're correct there, yes.
Well.
You guys had entered in from this end, and they came in from that end.
I think we're unfortunately just gonna have to head that way. The time is not with us.
I mean, Bright Lady sets people on fire. I think we're fine. I think I might start calling you Fire Lady instead.
Well, my sweet little kobold monk, she can't do that indefinitely. We wizards
No.
have, and clerics have to recharge our spells.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, she can't just be flinging off balls of flaming death at all of our would-be enemies.
No, not all the time.
Really? It seems like you did it like this many times.
Yes. Well,
You
I.
did do it well, Madam Cleric. I must commend you. I have seldom
That-
seen a better tossed fireball.
Do we have enough time for a
I think we just had a short rest before we
short rest? Yeah.
came down here.
Great. Cool.
Master Kaz, I meant to ask, do you by chance in that bag of holding of yours, do you carry in there any kind of healing potions of any kind?
I wish.
I don't think
I
so.
could use a couple right about now.
Yeah, same. That's why I was suggesting. I think they all got used at a previous situation. And yeah, I'm not feeling too great either.
Did you just cast a 5th level? No.
Oh, what?
No. I'm sorry, I misread.
No, it should have just. Yeah, it should have just been up one level.
2nd level.
I cast it at 2nd level.
Cool.
So that's also +5. So.
I don't know. I feel fine.
Oh, that's great.
I feel like I was hit by a boulder. Oh, wait. I was.
Mm-hmm.
And the 5 is just
Yeah.
how much she healed from that.
No, I got it now. I see things. I get so much things on these three monitors right now. I have visible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I mean,
Eight windows concurrently open in viewable on 3 monitors. And if you actually,
if you all want, sorry.
no, it's all right. And a laptop running Sirenscape control panel.
If you all want, I can use my last spell of its kind to heal all of us, but it won't be for very much.
I think you should probably save it.
I would think so too.
Yeah, I'm not hurt. I'll cover you guys.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty hurt, but I'm a hefty person, so.
But I mean, big man has to stop running in, or I can't help him.
I didn't run in.
Yeah.
So I took a couple steps forward and froze.
I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
21.
Five.
Okay, so
Do a different one.
This one, I'm beginning. That's what scooch me up. I don't have
Many telescopes because one user need to study the stars.
this one.
Tam, I just sent you a direct.
Oh, jeez.
Okay,
Okay.
we got this.
Alrighty.
All right.
Sorry about that. My computer decided it needed to do a Windows update, and I had to stop it from restarting.
Love that.
Mhm.
Okay. So what are you guys doing?
Moving on to
So
the tower.
what happened to Tam Tam? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Nothing.
We don't know.
Nothing.
Nothing happened to me. I'm fine.
Moving on to the tower.
Those are sunflowers. Passive days.
So white one.
Well, I guess we should just move towards where they came from. It could be that they have the other thing that we need.
Well, I
Heck.
just checked them. They didn't have. I don't think they had what we need. But
Well, but that might not be all of them. It might just be a forward party. Could be others that are in there, and maybe even they found several of the other things that we need.
Are you guys level 9 or level 8?
9.
You know what I forgot to do?
Hmm.
I
What?
forgot to level up Villain.
Ah,
Oh.
that might help.
Oh boy, that's a big one too.
God, it's hot here. Yeah, those dudes did pack a pretty good wallop. But like I said, if we can go by their place and they perhaps have what we're looking for, maybe it could save us some time.
Hey, sorry about that. I just leveled her up real quick.
Focus.
Okay.
So we're not going to the tower?
I mean, that's kind of where they came from, probably, right?
I don't know. Why don't you go find out?
Well, we're gonna head the way that we were heading, and maybe come with us.
Okay, you go first.
Oh. Okay. I'm still not feeling too great, but all right.
You'll be fine.
Shit, I don't remember what her hit points were. It just gave me full hit points. We'll say. Okay. All right.
I'll bring up the rear for you guys. Don't worry. I got your back.
All right, so you guys make your way up and out the stairs. You find that there is significant rubble. Now, as you approach that tower, several buildings appear to have been close to it that have toppled. However, the tower does still remain relatively undamaged. It is a very thin tower, and it's etched with intricate designs of hands and eyes. Silver light flickers from a high window, and you can see a kind of a large open window, not open, but a large window near the top where that silver light's coming from. It's round and it's quite large. Above the tower, above the window on the tower, carved animations, above the window, a carved eye seems to be animated and looking around, and occasionally it blinks and it appears to be scanning the area. You do see that part of the roof is missing, however.
So I'm going to pick up a rock and try to throw it in the gaze of the eye,
Okay.
like where it's looking. Like kind of pay attention to how it's sweeping and kind of like see if I can throw it like in front of where it's looking.
You get a good toss. Rock goes flailing as you time it so that you think it's kind of looking in that direction. It doesn't. I'm assuming you're looking to see if it tracks the rock at all.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem. It doesn't seem to take any note of it. It just seems to be kind of randomly looking about and occasionally blinking. However, as you do throw that rock, and it clatters to the ground, you hear a little something, and with both you and Filbert with your stupidly high passive perceptions, you see kind of in the rubble 3 creatures that are kind of seem to be observing the tower, and as the rock lands and clatters, you can see that their gaze actually is immediately drawn to it. You have seen these creatures before, but they're off in the rubble to the right of the tower, kind of darting, and as they notice you, they kind of slink back into more into the shadows.
So how high is it from the roof?
How high up is the roof?
Yes.
Probably 60 feet, 70 feet, you would guess.
Are we gonna climb up into the roof?
I can't do that.
Or is there a door around here?
Right underneath the eyeball, isn't there a door?
That's
There
the
is.
window.
Yep, there is a door. From what you can see, it does look to see that it is made out of iron.
So it's the eye, then a window, then the door beneath it.
The eye is at the very top of the tower. So
Yes.
it's like, think of Barad Doom, the lidless eye at the top of the tower.
That door looks heavy.
Nothing Cass could handle.
Oh, doors have been my folly in the past.
And mammoth.
Well, that's not this character.
Kaz still has these strange nightmares about mammoth.
Doesn't know why, but
Well, I really don't want to fight any more of those guys. They're really creepy. And pack punch.
Did
I'm
you
not
fight
feeling
them?
100%.
no, we just gave them food.
Yeah, you didn't fight them.
Yes, we gave them food and then you blew them up.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
We gave them food, and then you were just like, ah, boom.
Threw a fireball at them.
Lathander giveth and Lathander taketh away.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do create food and water over where I saw him scurrying. How about that? At least keep. Oh no! I just closed my character sheet.
Is that a spell slot?
No, I have a charm.
Oh, okay.
That's what one of the tribes gave me, I think. Or something. Sorry, I have to like reopen my freaking character sheet. Oh. No, over here. Okay. Charm of bounty. All right. And yeah, so a bunch of water and food just falls from the sky. Kind of over there, where they are.
And then we can just go the opposite direction.
Yeah, then we'll just try the door. Silver, can you check the door to see if, we're gonna have any traps? I mean, Eyeball didn't like shoot at the rock, so maybe, it's just a security system that nobody is monitoring anymore.
Or it just doesn't care about a rock flying past it.
No, you never know.
I
You can't tell what a
will-
rock's up to.
Slowly and carefully make my way towards the door, keeping an eye on the eye.
Okay.
My bow out and ready to shoot if necessary.
What's your investigation modifier, Gilbert?
A lot. His expertise. So yeah, +9.
Okay, so you have a pass of 19 investigation.
That is correct, sir.
So as you approach the door, you're keeping one eye on the eye. That's a weird sentence. And you don't detect any kind of recognition or cognizance of your movements whatsoever. It appears to be kind of a very randomized, almost decorative element to the tower. But you also notice before you even get all the way up to the door, the telltale signs of welding all along the edges of the door. And it appears that the door has been welded shut. You don't see any scorch marks on this side of the door, though.
Well.
Move the roof.
Yeah, seems like it. I mean, how much rope do we have again, Chaz? Didn't we get extra rope?
Yeah, I believe so. We got rope from the box, the conjuration box. And then we had some left before as well.
Get paradox. The last time we used it for like an ammo again, and now we're getting, and I don't need ammo.
So do you think you could maybe like barrel up the rope with like clothing or whatever?
Well, how high is the opening in the roof?
60,
60?
70.
We should have that in a rope.
You want to tie it to an arrow and I can shoot the rope up there?
My word.
Then Thea can try to climb up it to see if it's secure.
Unless one of you dexterous types are
I mean,
good at climbing.
that's why I asked.
The
Grappling hook? I feel like we purchased a grappling hook at some point.
And we have pitons as
Yeah,
well.
I've got pitons.
But if there is a grappling hook, I can try to shoot the rope up there.
Yeah, we have one. I know we do.
Well, I pull out the rope.
We've used it multiple times.
It's great.
Verlaine walks up to the door and takes a look at it and whatnot, and she kind of like is about to not like bang on it, like to kind of think, and she kind of looks back at y'all questioningly. Is this okay?
Go ahead.
She bangs on it. The door sounds pretty solid. It's not hollow. But it does thump. Well, I'm not very strong, but I guess maybe another option is, couldn't we use some of the rubble maybe as a ram and try to break it down?
I mean, I could try.
It would be noisy though.
Do I notice if the Gothics are going for all the food that I dropped kind of near them?
Yeah, as soon as that food hit the ground, they started kind of ripping into it. All the vegetables are being left, but the other things that fall, they're kind of mowing into pretty steadily. But there is a good big pile over there, so. They are watching you though while they eat.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to ram it.
Well, here I
Ram it.
I toss the rope so you guys can get the option 2 ready, and then I'll try to.
I mean, do we really want to make noise? Because who knows if those red wizards are around too?
Yeah.
And you guys are pretty banged up. I mean, if you have a death wish, that's, an option too.
Well, I mean, here's the rope if you guys want to try to get it up there.
Would it be possible to climb the tower?
You can certainly try.
Use some dope monk shit.
Yeah.
Well, I have an athlete, so climbing doesn't cost me any extra movement.
Okay.
And I don't know.
Is there
Are there any
is there any shadow up there?
Because you said there's silver light up there.
The window.
No shadow.
The window's got like a silvery light, like inside the room, wherever that. The wind behind the window. There's certainly shadow up where the broken roof is.
Because you said it was 70 feet, though, right?
Up by where that broken part is, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so with
So,
athlete, what is this? How high can I jump? I don't know how high I can
high
jump.
jump.
Yeah.
High jump is your strength modifier +3 with a running start.
So that's 2.
If you have a -1 strength, then yes, it would be 2
Three
feet.
3 plus your strength modifier.
Yes, 2 feet.
You have a -1, huh?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I have 2 negatives on my thing.
So you can jump 2 feet. But
Right,
considering
that's-
you're only like 2.5 feet tall, that's not too bad.
So if I shadow step and take a piton and jam it in as I appear.
That would be a strength check to see if you could jam a piton into solid stone.
Or would I be able to scramble up the last 10 feet? Considering it's broken up there.
One of you guys give me a percentage die. Roll me a percentage die.
Okay, I got it. 70.
Okay.
I'm in.
You can do anything you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
What's the length? Well, we'll do this in character. Verlaine asks you, I think I understand what you're asking there, Master Halfling. What is the length of your ability to step out of the shadow? What is your
I don't
range?
know. It's like this far.
That's not very far.
I know. My arms aren't long enough.
Do you think it's long enough? Can you do it from here to the roof from here? Or do you need to be higher up?
I don't know. Let me see. And I'll shadow step up to see how far I get.
Oh my god.
This far.
Well, there's no shadow until the roof up there. So you'd either be able to get there or you wouldn't.
So there's...
How tall is Kaz if his hands are extended up over his head that Pam can stand on his hands? Is that more than 10 feet to give her the 10 feet that she needs to get 60 or 70 feet up there?
I would say it's about 10 feet.
Yeah.
I would think so for sure. And especially if you've got now that rubble that you were about to use as a battering ram, you stand on that.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do it. I was all for tossing the kobold, but you know, that works too.
So give me rope.
Yeah,
I guess.
You could definitely probably throw her more than 10 feet.
No, thank you.
No one
Jack.
tosses a cobalt.
Cobalt toss it. Alright, I'll give her the rope. And I'll hoist her up.
I'll see if it works now.
All right, hang on a second. I want to make sure. Rope's tied around you would teleport with you. Okay, cool. That's the only thing I wanted to double check. Okay, so you climb up, you scurry up, stand on Kaz's head, and then he kind of grabs you by the ankles, and they do a, cheerleader hoist, and you get up close enough, and you invoke your ability. Kind of move out of, suddenly Kaz, the weight, not slight as it was, is gone. And you guys look up, and then all of a sudden the rope gets yanked up, and then you look up and you can see the little white form of Tam Tam perched in the shadow caused by the broken roof tile.
Ooh. Is there anywhere I see inside that I can tie this rope to?
Hang on a second. Let me figure this out, because that was not something I ever considered.
Of course not.
Of course.
That's how it always goes.
All right. So, Tam Tam, you're kind of precariously perched on this piece of broken roof, right? And you look down, and there appears to be one large room below you. The floor of which is about 15 or so feet, maybe a little bit more. It's hard for you to gauge. Somewhere between 15 and 20 feet. You see that it's a circular room, the shape of the top of the tower, and the floor of which is strewn with papers, debris, and what looks like scribbled notes all over the place. Across the room, taking up almost all of the upper floor, you see a device. You're not exactly sure, being Tam Tam, what this device is, but it is made out of glistening metal, a long, very long tube that narrows down, and the end is actually pointing up at this large window. And you can see that the end has a big, large piece of glass or a mirror or of some kind at its end. Hang on, I'm not done. I'm just making sure here. You're looking down. Looking into a little hole at the end of this device stands a large frog-like creature wearing an eye-patterned robe. To the side of her, a small table holds a sphere filled with what appears to be blood and pus. Several intact eyeballs are visibly suspended in the cloudy goop.
You said a frog person?
Looking like a large frog-like creature standing on its back legs, green in color, but wearing a robe that has like kind of an eye pattern to it with a large kind of eye on the back of it. Let's see if passive perception is... So what are you doing? What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to be quiet up here.
Okay, roll stealth. That's not too shabby. Good enough. All right. The creature seems to be pretty intent on what it's doing. You can kind of hear it muttering to itself as it's moving from the eyepiece of this device, then back and shuffling through scrolls and books and notes that are on the table, to the on the wall, but it doesn't seem to notice you. The broken part of this ceiling piece that you're kind of perched upon, it's kind of jagged and whatnot, but there is a section that you think you might be able to get a rope tied on. There's nothing like an outcropping, like a handy, spur that you can get something on. It's kind of broken and jagged, and you're kind of perched on this one little piece of it.
So I'll I am not a person anyone wants anchoring. I'm gonna tie it around as best I can.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm actually gonna go down the road back to everybody.
Okay.
See if the rope is sturdy or whatever.
No, I totally get it. Let me do something here real quick. I just need to be able to get your stats up and figure out what I'm gonna have you roll for your attempt. See how well you tie it. Give me a sleight of hand dex check.
Okay. $19.
Okay. So you find kind of as best you can, a way to kind of wedge it in and get it, loop it around something. You tie a pretty sturdy knot with 19. So when you step out into the open air and begin to kind of shimmy down the rope, it seems it holds your weight without too much problem. You do so all this very quietly, and you're able to scurry down and scamper down to the bottom to the rest of the party.
Guys. There's a frog inside.
Like a regular frog?
No, it's bigger than me.
Oh, big frog.
And it's like two big mans into the room.
It has
Yeah.
a really big frog.
Oh no, I was talking about the room to go out down into where the frog person thing giant is. Oh, and there were a lot of like eyeballs all over the place. And blood. And pus. And
Frog
scribbles.
person your size or Kaz size?
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. They were kind of far away, but it definitely looked like it was bigger than me. I don't know if it's big as it's big man though. And I don't know if it's friendly or not. I didn't want to find out.
There was anything important in there?
There was this giant, like, metal thing that was attached to the eye, and it kind of went whoosh, and the frog was at the one end. With the eyeballs. I mean, you're a people person, right, lady? Why don't you talk to them?
I will say this. Tam, I forgot to tell you one thing you definitely would have noticed. On the opposite side of the room from this device, you did make out what looks like to be a trap door in the floor that was closed. But it had a pull ring on the top, and you would have recognized this wooden trap door as the only exit from the room.
I mean, I could climb up and shoot a fireball at them.
I guess. I mean, don't you want to see if they're nice or not before we start, like, killing them? Oh, wait, sorry, wrong character. Don't mind me.
It's almost as if you heard Winzira in your head as you said that, Thea. The kind of reproachful voice of Winzira.
I like when you throw fire. It lights up things and set things on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Did they seem to notice you when you were climbing up there?
No, I sneaky.
True. Filbert, does that sound like anything familiar to you?
No.
What about you, Elaine? Have you heard of any of the giant frogs and netherese hex?
I don't know that I have. No.
Oh, I did eggs or feet or whatever the thing was.
I can't remember if it was Kaz or Hendrik that was with the party when we fought the sloths.
As.
It was Kaz. Okay, we fought some of the large frog people.
Oh, is it those people that make the babies that like explode that killed that other guy? I mean, that guy was a dick, but you know.
Oh, those kinds of frogs.
Those are the only frog people that I've ever seen.
Still, my first assessment was right.
There's other types of frog people, but
I know you could always climb the rope. I really did secure it, I promise. It held my I don't know about you, big man. I think you should go last just in case.
I mean,
All right.
can we really trust a kobold to tie a knot? I don't know. I don't feel really good about trusting her abilities. Are you some kind of sailor? Do you know what you're doing?
Yes, I do.
was that Elaine?
Yeah.
I'm sending you guys first.
All right, okay, I'm gonna climb up the rope. We're running out of time, y'all. Those Nothics are gonna run out of fake food real soon.
All right. Well, you have the rope.
I'm gonna give it a tug for good measure. Feel secure.
Okay. Well, give an athletics check.
Okay.
All right. It is a. It's not an easy climb. You know, you're pulling like 60s Batman and Robin, kind of climbing up the side of the building. It takes you a little bit, and you're sweating, and you're actually hot for the first time in a very long time. By the time you reach the top, a little bit sore and achy, but you are able to make it to the top. What kind of armor are you wearing? Okay.
Ready? I'm gonna peer over and see if I recognize the frog dude.
Again, you kind of look over the top. You see the same thing I kind of described to Tam Tam. You can hear this creature muttering, and the creatures that you saw before were blue and red. This one is, you can see exactly why. She would have been thinking it was a frog a true frog. Its skin color is green. But it looks to be like a frog walking around on its back legs, but wearing a fancy robe with small eyeballs kind of around it, and one large one on its back. Hang on. Check one thing real quick. Okay, so I thought. Let me just double check one. Let me do one thing here. Okay. It doesn't seem to have noticed you up above yet.
Thea is torn now. She's like, green one's different from the blue ones and the red ones. I don't know. And it's just that dude walking around, or is there more than one? Plus eyeballs.
Just that one. You do see, you can see, connected to this machine by a kind of a silvery tube, this jar of this nasty kind of viscous, bloody yellow gunk, for lack of a better word, with, a whole bunch of different eyeballs seem to be floating around in it.
Instead of shooting a fireball, I don't know. I'm really grossed out by that jar. So, can I position myself where I can kind of like hold something, or no?
Yeah, I mean, the wall is pretty thick.
Yeah.
That you're standing on. It's a good 3 feet thick. So I mean, you're able to get pretty good purchase on it, and it's old stone. It's not like crumbly at all. Whatever broke it a long, long time ago. You can see that the walls do go up higher on either side, but you're looking at a good 8 to 10 foot section that kind of like has like a big divot out of it.
And I reach with my light crossbow to the jaw.
The entire length of this tower room up here is only 30 feet diameter.
So
So
I'm
the
gonna
jar
shoot
from where
the-
you're standing is about 25 feet, and you're up 10 feet, so less than 35 feet. I don't want to do the freaking hypotenuse right now.
Fuck it,
Fine, I'll do it. 25 squared plus 10 squared equals 6 squared.
When Zira leaves you for a day and you start murdering everything.
I'll shoot the jar.
Like,
What?
nothing. Do what you're gonna do.
No, you do you. I just think it's
Yeah.
funny.
Nobody else is up there. She's gonna start shooting her crossbow at stuff.
I will motion for you guys. I mean, you should have been like, "Oh, Thea got up there. I could probably start climbing the rope."
We haven't had a chance to start climbing the rope.
Fine. Before I do anything, I will like motion for everyone to start coming up the rope.
Oh, you can shoot it before anybody gets up there. It's fine.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
You do you.
Yeah.
I'm just fine. I'm peeping at the fucking frog until I start seeing people coming up the rope.
No, you don't have to do that. Just do whatever you want to do.
You know what? I don't want to hear it.
Silbert, cut the rope.
Okay. What are we doing? Athletics for rope climb?
Yep.
Yep.
Forgot Filbert and ropes don't mix.
As you're climbing, you kind of you lose a little bit of traction. Your boots are made for snow and whatnot, not necessarily scrambling up the side of a stone tower. And you slip, but you hold on to the rope, but you kind of pull the rope a little bit taut. Thea, standing up there on top, you see the knot where it's tied around start to slide a little bit. Can you give me a dex? Give me a dex saving throw.
Oh my god, really?
You attempt to grab onto the rope, but it slips through your fingers. Filbert, you have only gotten... Let's see how high up you got before it started to fall. So you had gotten 40 feet up, and suddenly the rope comes loose, and you begin to fall, and you start to tumble 40 feet. You have a reaction.
Can I make a dex save to try to catch him?
You certainly can. Filbert, did you want to try to do anything yourself?
I mean, I wouldn't have had anything prepared. I was just climbing up a rope. So, unless there's any sort of protruding stone that I could attempt to try to grab onto.
Go ahead and give a deck save and see if there's anything that you can kind of grab onto.
Uh, 15.
About halfway down, you're able to kind of grab onto the wall, and you slow yourself. So you actually would only take falling rate damage from 20 feet. But go ahead, roll. Kaz's deck save is enough that as you're falling, he's able to catch you out of the air, so that you don't take any damage from the fall.
Yeah.
However, very shortly after, the rope kind of falls down now to your feet.
You're heavier than I thought.
Well, ropes just aren't your thing, are they?
I never said they were. So we have to get the rope back up there, huh? Or do we just let Thea do her thing and we'll go to the next tower and do what we need to do?
I suppose we should try to get the rope back up there.
I'm like looking over at the rope just on the ground, trying to like not let the frog guy see me too after all that nonsense. Do you want me to like do a stealth check? Because I'm trying to be.
And then you were like, oh,
Yeah. Did he appear to like hear all that commotion, or?
She did not.
that's some focus right there.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna
You
like
did that.
put my hands out over like the edge, like, come on, guys.
I mean, Filbert, I think Thea wanted you dead. She could have held that rope, and she obviously didn't do that.
Oh. I'll deal with her later.
You should. She's out to get you.
I told you not to trust that rope.
Hey, my rope was fine. Thea made it up. I don't know what Thea's doing up there. For all we know, she could have cut the rope.
She's a red wizard.
She does like red fire.
Alright, so how do you propose we get this up there?
Well, I'm gonna go back up and I'm gonna have a stern talking to with Thea. Hoist me up, big man.
Pick her. I'll pick her up.
You gonna do the one leg thing, where you bring up the one leg and.
Yeah.
All right. Phew. You are now standing up just to the side of Thea. Thea, you suddenly see materializing out of the shadow next to you. Little white blur
Ew.
of a cobalt.
That rope was a time.
Thea,
Yeah, what?
why did you want to kill Filbert? Why didn't you hold the rope? Oh, I can't hear you.
I tried it too fast.
I didn't catch that at all.
I
Yeah.
tried. It went too fast.
Oh, there we go. I heard her that time.
Oh, okay. It went too fast. I got it. You need to try it when you're not the only one up here. Otherwise, everyone knows you want to kill Filbert.
I don't want to kill Filbert. I don't want to kill Filbert. I've known him longer than you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know you, Bright Lady. You like to throw fires. I don't. It might be some ritual for you.
Negative. My lord is the Lord of Light and Justice. Not killing friends with ropes.
Okay. Sure. Here, you tie the rope and you hold on to it this time, okay? I'm gonna make sure I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
Okay, I go to tie the rope. What do I have to roll?
You're just gonna hold on to it?
No, I'm gonna tie it to the fucking grappling hook and hold on to it.
Oh, you have a grappling hook?
Oh, the grappling this whole time.
Well, that's not what it was tied to. She didn't have the grappling hook before. She just had the rope.
Oh. Well, yes, I have a grappling hook.
Was it in your pack or was it in the bag of holding?
I have a bag of holding.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a bag of holding and I have a bag of holding.
All right. Well, you actually you don't need to roll anything then. You're able to, since you're placing a grappling hook, tie the rope to it and secure it in place.
Oh, you had that? Wow, you really wanted to kill Filbert. And I'm just gonna circle some further away from Thea.
All right, you withdraw up until kind of like, the higher part of the little crack in the wall, it's kind of shaped like this. Kind of like move up and like you're wedged up now, like between like the existing roof and part of the broken wall, as far away from her as you can be.
Kaz has a grappling hook too.
No, I don't. I just have pitons.
Oh, you have pitons. I have a grappling.
I think Filbert has one.
Yeah, doesn't Filbert have a grappling hook?
No.
Oh, you're the one that mentioned it though.
Because I knew one of you guys had one. I'm a freaking cartographer. What the hell do I need a grappling hook for?
So you
Sure.
can make maps of mountains.
Big hills are like grappling hook material,
You gonna try again, Filbert?
Yeah, I guess so.
At this point, you basically just don't crit fail.
Didn't.
All right. Well, you slip and you wind up dangling a couple times trying to get up there, but the rope is now secured in place, so it does not come free. With a lot of swearing and cursing, you do manage to get up and finally hook your elbows up on the top of the wall. To the strange sight of you seeing Thea kind of looking down at you and Tam Tam being as small and crammed up into the corner of the eave away from you as possible.
He wasn't trying to kill you.
Oh no. Just tied a loop at the bottom of the rope and pulled me up. That would have been easier.
down there.
All right, Verlaine, you going next?
Yeah. Okay, she's able to make it up.
Show off.
Well, the difference is somebody had equipment to tie the rope better.
And I just don't even use my feet. I just pull myself up hand over hand.
See, Filbert? She wasn't trying to kill you. You just forgot she had it.
All right, let's try.
Oh, I'm
and see
here
if-
now, so
Let's see if this works.
Oh, that is massive.
But
What the hell just happened?
I think I got put outside.
Hang on, I'm trying to fix it. I don't know why.
I see you.
There we go. Now I'm
So,
inside.
come on. God damn it, roll 20. So you guys are actually up on the wall. This is the best I can do.
Right.
Yeah. It's all good.
Where's Verlaine's token?
So, you guys think I should just fireball the guy? He also has a really creepy jar of eyeballs, and that's gross.
I don't think you should waste a fireball on him.
How many times can you do those?
This would be my last one.
Yeah, I wouldn't waste it.
Yeah, that one seems to like kill lots of enemies at once. This one's only one.
True. But frogs are creepy. You weren't there. Frog people made something explode out of our friend.
Huh.
What is going on? Where is her fucking...
Well, we know she's there.
Yeah. This frog person looks scared. Like it knows they is talking about that person's sudden death.
Well, at least the things won't get us anymore.
Lane, go talk to it. Or the professor or thingy can talk to it.
So talk to us, then we're gonna lose ours.
I mean, that's true. Most things in here have been trying to kill us. Okay, go ahead, kill it, right, lady?
Not necessarily saying
You-
about...
You lead, I follow.
I'm thinking. Yeah, I picked it up today. I love you.
So, what are we doing?
Should we do like iron off it?
keeps moving around. It looks like it's shifting through notes. You see at a couple points it actually kind of has a quill and it's kind of scratching things out and then moving over to this side. This is where you can see the eyeballs floating.
The orb likes to talk to people. Or look at the scribbles.
We could try talking to it. You guys really think that's the right move?
But I don't know if the orb wants to talk to it. You know, we can't talk to it.
Who wants to talk to it?
No, the orb will translate anything we wanted to say, yes.
Go say hi.
Well, I don't want to send the orb down there by itself.
You can go with it.
At that point, it kind of moves back over, and you can kind of seeing it. It's looking into this device.
It looks harmless.
I guess we could try to talk to it. What do you think, Cass?
Can't hear you. What?
Okay. We can try to talk to it. What do you think, Cass?
Oh, sure.
Filbert.
Gilbert, it's a BRB.
Oh.
Back. I can just shoot it from up here.
Well, I was gonna say, could you just train your bow on it, and maybe we could try to talk to it, and then if he starts stuff, then you could shoot him.
I don't talk frog, so I don't know how I would talk to him.
Well, we can have the orb help us.
Not it.
Elaine puts her finger to her nose.
All right, fine. Hello, Mr. Green Person.
As you say that, the Professor Skint translates that into Netherese. She immediately, the creature immediately turns and looks up at you all, and she begins to speak out something in Loros, kind of with almost like a croaking kind of. But the orb is able to translate it, where she says, "Leave this tower at once. I will not tolerate any distractions." Since you guys are all looking at her, go ahead and give me an insight check.
Oh, wow, I rolled great.
Tam and Filbert, it appears to you that from her body language and whatnot that she's growing agitated as she's talking to you, but she doesn't really seem like hostile yet.
Ask it about what we're looking for.
I'll say, maybe we can help you with your research. We are searching for artifacts ourselves to save the world.
As the professor or begins to translate that, you can see her kind of squint at you a little bit.
We're looking for.
How
stuff to
would
ask
you
about
help
that.
me? I'm trying to get out of this cursed city. Trying to find a way out. How could you help me? Do you know a way?
We came in away from the outside.
Roll a persuasion check.
Quite tough skill, but I am telling the truth.
That's why it's a persuasion and not a
Yeah.
deception.
There is no way. There is no way. Don't try to deceive me.
How else did we get in here? Have you ever seen us before?
No, but why are you crammed up there like birds at roost?
There's no door. We had to use the rope to get up here. We are trying to save the world from eternal winter. We have found this Icewind, and we have this orb that lets we talk to you. And we don't want to. We're just trying to help everybody.
We're trying to find some magic octet or whatever, something like that.
We need the magic octets so that we can power up everything to help save the world. And if you want to come with us, that's great. We will show you where we came from. It's really easy to get out. We just, came right in. I mean, we had to kill like a vampire guy, but
I briefly remember something about an octet, a ritual, yes? But
yes.
You say you got in. You say there's a way out. How? Where? What?
Hey,
It's in like the southwestern part of the city. There's like a icy bridge thing or gap thing that we came through. Then you just gotta go up through the cave system and you're out.
I mean, we can even drop
Caves?
our roof down to you.
Caves, you say? I've not seen any caves. In which direction are they?
You beat us away, so you gotta help us first.
You roll a persuasion. Each of you guys roll a persuasion. Kaz and Tam, who spoke.
Yeah, I'm great at those.
You're better than me.
No, I did the same as you.
Oh, Tam can get better.
Oh, actually, roll them at advantage, guys. So each roll one more.
Okay. That one's better.
Persuasion.
Okay.
Not very charismatic.
So, perhaps, yes. I can see my way to giving you some aid if you can tell me specifically where those caverns are, and I'm able to, and she puts her hand on the device, to verify that you're telling me is the truth, and yes, I would be willing to help you if I might. Though I don't remember as much as I used to. I've forgotten so much. But I know I must escape.
What level is that?
Really good at directions.
We have a cartographer with us.
Sorry.
I would say he's the best with directions. I can.
Yeah, that would be him. He would know how to get back to the cavern.
So that's kind of, but she's wearing a robe with the eyes on it. There is a handout. I mean, there should be a handout, but I don't know if I can find it.
So what's that weird jar with eyeballs?
There we go.
Yeah, cool.
Well, you see, this device is of arcane nature, and it grants you the ability to search and to see far distances. Magically enhanced, but sometimes it abstracts a bit of a price, as you can see. And she points at the jar.
Oh. Eek.
Not always. Many times you're able to use it successfully, but I don't recall exactly how to fix it, but it works well enough. I've been trying to find a way to reverse its polarity, to use it to project myself out of here, but you say there are caves. If you can tell me where those are, I will be able to escape. I will not need to use this any longer. Please, tell me what. You said you needed something. You had my help. What is it? Please tell me. I don't want to be here any longer. I must escape this place.
Oh,
We need to just know where the octet of this tower is. I'm gonna throw the rope. I'm gonna throw the rope down and start heading down towards her.
Okay. She's definitely leery of you and kind of moves to the side a little bit, but watching you. But again, you don't sense her being hostile. As you drop down into the room.
Now that I'm in the room, I'm gonna kind of like look around a little bit. How have you been like eating and living here for this long? You poor thing.
I have servants below who occasionally provide for me. I don't feel hungry often. I don't know how long I've been here. It's been a very long time. I don't recall it's very hazy. I know that the city fell. There was an attack. Some blue creature, and I don't really recall.
Your servants are the creepy eyeball people. I fed them outside.
Creepy eyeball people? No.
They have
Big eyeball?
Your servants, do they have one eyeball?
No, they have two.
Oh.
The Magden. The servants that we created.
Oh, those construct things. Okay. Yeah, we saw some of those at the anvil place that had the big anvil.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to just fully like look around the room while trying not to look creepy. Filbert, the really small one, can maybe draw you a little map of how to get to the caves. If we could maybe figure out where the octet is in here. Is it the
octet? The octet, and she kind of like has like a moment where like she seems to kind of like a bit of clarity. She goes, it is in my spell book. My spell book was lost when the tower crashed. It was ejected through the hole with much of the contents of this room. You could search for it. It has the same symbol on it as the tower itself. Near indestructible. It is made with magical properties. It would have survived. And you could use the telescope, the arcane scope, to find it if you so chose.
This hole?
Yeah, but you might lose an
No,
eye
the hole you
doing
just
this.
climbed in.
Uh,
She points up to. And you can see that there was probably a lot more in this room at one point. There's debris and broken pieces of furniture. It looks like. Give that a quick investigation, Thea. Thea.
Hey.
So you're trying to kind of look around without looking like you're looking around. You're kind of flying casually, and you can see that there are notes have been scratched over paper, almost every piece of paper that you can see. You see books and whatnot, but almost every surface of every scrap of paper looks like there's been kind of writing, and they look like almost like arcane formulas to you. Not something that you would necessarily be able to decipher, since it's not, the way that you access anything arcane. Yours is more of a divine in nature. You definitely see that there is a trap door. It does have a latch, but the latch has not been thrown. So it would be pretty easy to open that quickly.
Well,
Find it.
So she points and she kind of goes to the arcane telescope, and she kind of turns one of the lenses over the eyepiece. She goes, with this lens, you'd be able to use the effect. You'd be able to cast your sight and move it around, seeing in total darkness, any invisible creatures, anything like that, up to 120 feet from the tower. I'm sure that any of the debris that had fallen out of here would have been within that range.
so I could use this telescope and ask it where your book is.
It would be as if your eyes were out beyond, and you'd be able to move it around. It's very similar to the arcane eye magical spell, if you're familiar. And Verlaine starts nodding around at it, and she's like, she looks at you, Thea, and says, you'd be able to just concentrate, and it would be as if your gaze would be able to move at your command where you wanted it to go.
Well, if you're familiar with it, maybe you should give it a try, Verlaine?
That would be a fantastic idea.
Maybe we can find that.
However, as you can see, should I lose another, I would be at a bit of a disadvantage. Very gallant of you. Thank you, Cass.
I just figured you might have the least chance of messing it up, but
You
I
know what?
understand the risk is.
Thea has the Fander behind her. fine.
I was just going to say, this quest is noble, and I know my lord will be with me.
You might want to make sure and pray on it.
I'm about to pray on it.
Before trying.
I'm about to pray on it.
Make sure you do it within a minute after you get it.
All right. Let's do it. I'm going to use the telescope to find the location of her spell book.
Okay.
I
All right.
requested guidance from Lathander. I believe he'll support me in making sure
We shall
that,
see.
that while our quest is true, he stayed my hand with this poor soul, and yeah.
All right. So you begin, and you put your eye in it, and it's almost as if you were kind of floating outside. It's a very strange sensation for you. It's almost like you start floating out from the tower, and you're able to guide it down, and you start to go down, and you send it down to the ground, and you start moving around as if you're kind of hovering over the ground looking in a search pattern. You search for a minute. Now you can choose. You can either use your investigation or your perception. All right, so you choose and give me one of those rolls.
Skill check.
Yeah, either investigation or perception, whichever you choose. Holy shit.
26.
All right. So, that didn't take long. You kind of start gazing and throwing this thing around. And you can see, not far from the tower itself, it almost looks like a park is not the right word for it, but a kind of a circular depression that at the very middle looks like a hole, almost like a well, around which, and around the circular depression, there are benches kind of carved into this thing, sitting around this well looking structure in the middle. And the book is actually open against the side of the well, but you can clearly make out this blue leather large book with a silver rune, the same as on the top of the tower, not far, just a little bit north of where the tower location is. After that minute of use, though, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Roll 20. Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
I'm also going to get to roll. You know what?
You don't. You only get to do it on the first one.
First what?
On the
I didn't roll
it's
extra.
it's for skill checks. It's not for saving throws.
No, I'm gonna use my. Oh, okay. Well, I'm still gonna use my luck. How about that?
No, you don't need to.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Okay. Seems a little low.
All right, and you're able. It doesn't seem to have any diverse effect on you, and you're able to remove your eye. Nothing seems to happen, and she says, "Well, did you find it?"
I did. At this weird depression in the ground near a well and a bunch of benches.
Oh, yes, I know what that is. I know what that is. And she's kind of mumbles. She's getting a little, no, and she kind of banging against her head for a minute. The wellspring of answers. The wellspring of answers. Yes, that is what it is. Yes, the wellspring of answers. So that's where it has been. Well, you're welcome to it. The Codec Octad is written on the last page of my spellbook.
Great.
Well, thank
Now,
you.
now, tell me, where are these caves? Specifically.
Gilbert, help.
That way.
Oh, come on, Gilbert. Draw her a map.
Our crew
I
map.
am. I'm drawing her a map. They're over that way.
Okay.
Okay.
Take out a piece of paper and I draw an arrow on it. And I point the arrow in the direction of the cave.
Oh boy. All right. Let's see.
No, I'll draw a map. I'm just kidding.
I mean, could be interesting. Where is the sheet? Okay, so she goes and looks at that and then puts her eye to the... Huh? Oh, yes, I see the bridge you mentioned. Yes. And beyond the bridge, what? What do I look for?
Caved, I believe.
Cave. Just keep going across the ice bridge.
Okay, so she continues to move the eye. You can see her concentrating on it. And... Yes, there. Oh, yes. Yes, I see the opening. Yes. This is wonderful. And she starts like rummaging around and she starts grabbing a couple of scrolls and starts stuffing them into pockets in her robe.
Can we like go out this trapdoor, or do we need to go back over the wall?
I will certainly be going down the trapdoor.
Can you show us to the area you mentioned on your way out?
I need to leave. You saw where to go. That was not part of our bargain. But
Do
you
I
may...
have a general idea of where it is?
Well, yeah, I mean, you can see the hole from the
Yeah,
tower.
that's true.
It like
That's
you
true.
were watching as.
Yeah, you know, you can navigate there, no problem.
All right. Well, I wish you well, dragon lady, frog dragon person. What's your name?
My name? What is my name? That's silly. I should know that. She's starting to get a little bit more agitated as she's now trying to remember. Divina. I was the High Divina. Yes, I was the High Divina. High Divina. And then again, she has a moment of clarity and Appius. High Divina Appius. Yes, that's who I am. Now,
Well,
if you'll excuse me.
fair travel, fair win. Happiest.
I didn't hear you, but it sounded nice. And she kind of is now focused, and she pulls open the door, the trap door, and starts to descend down the stairs, squeezing down through the door, which is kind of really weird because she looks like she would be too big, but she's kind of squishy and squeezes kind of through the door.
Lady,
So, I have a question before we leave. We know where this one is, but this telescope could maybe show us where the other ones are too.
Well, once we get that spell book, then we'll know more, possibly what we're looking for. We could always come back in.
I suppose.
I mean, do you know what to look for right now?
For that spell book.
Well, you already did that though.
Yeah.
So until
No.
we get the spell book, we really don't know what else to look for. I don't think.
yeah, and I don't know how far 120 feet she's talking about, but I don't think it's the entire city. Unless it is, then I'm just wrong.
Well, let's go.
You're not wrong, Miss Cobalt.
Oh, thank you.
Well, let's go. And I will go down the trapdoor and pop up somewhere, I guess, and figure out how to get to the book with my party following me.
Yeah, I'll wait outside.
What's the order that you guys are going down?
Wait, first, Kaz, can you please secure the grappling hook and rope, please?
Yep.
Thank you.
And then we're going down the trapdoor, right?
Yeah.
So I'll wrap up the rope and the grappling hook. Toss it in my bag.
What's your order down the stairs?
Well, I'm going first because I kind of know where I'm going.
Wait, if it's outside, I'll meet you outside. And can I actually slow fall out the window at the opening?
You can do whatever you want.
That's what I would like to do. See you outside.
Follow behind Thea.
I'll go last.
Making up the rear.
All right. So, hang on now, because you just split the party.
What?
That's fine. Totally fine.
Yeah, nothing bad could happen.
Nope.
So as you come down, you see a totally different room. So let me give you the description. And then Tam, I'll get to you in a second.
Okay, then I will BRB.
Okay. All right. As you guys descend the staircase, large spheres of varying colors and size lie strewn about the floor of this circular room. Words engraved in draconic script along the wall. A metal construct with concentric metal rings projects out of the mystifying starry ceiling 30 feet above. You kind of pass through a little bit of this kind of projection as you start to descend the stairs. You don't really kind of see it other than a kind of a glittering, but as you start to go down the stairs, you see that above you there's this kind of starry, strange projection. Blurry images dance between the stars in your peripheral vision. You see 3 expressionless blue-green humanoids below. As the Slod approaches the door, she sees that it's actually been welded shut. And she starts barking orders and steps back, and these 2 begin to move forward and start to kind of bang and like are starting to bang on the door, trying to break it down for her.
Hey, could you tell them not to like hurt us?
She looks over at you, back at you, as she's like, they will not bother you. They were here to stop people from bothering me above, but we are fine now. They are fine. They will not bother.
Great, thank you.
You do see on the floor there are these large, what appear to be Thea, do you have light up?
I can't move. No, she has dark vision from Tam Tam.
Yeah, I don't have light.
Yeah, hang on a second. Let me get rid of that for you.
Yeah, I just didn't say anything. I know it's a pain in the ass.
For some reason, I can't move.
Yeah,
Hang
John's
on.
stuck.
Roll 20 is really freaking lagging. Give me a second.
Okay. I was just notifying you. No rush.
That's because I got you probably stuck on the wall.
There we go. Yay! I can move.
Flip it under. Under. Sure.
What does bashful mean?
All right, so these two are kind of banging on the door and kind of wrenching at it. Tam Tam, you begin to descend down on the outside. You kind of slowly,
I believe she is not here presently.
I didn't even look up. You're right. That is a blank chair.
I also have to take a bio break.
Okay, we can pause for a sec.
Give me a snack.
Oh, I am back.
Welcome back.
Sorry.
All right, Tam Tam. You do your little feather fall thing. When you do your superhero 3-point landing. And you should be able to see.
Yes, I'm in some kind of corner.
Yeah, you're in the courtyard out beyond. I don't know why you can't. You should be able to. You should be able to see around the corner, right? Hang on, let me make sure you're seeing what you're supposed to be seeing. And why is that blocked off for you? That makes no freaking sense. Oh, because it's dark on that side. Yeah, you seeing? Hang on, let me fix that. That shouldn't be like that. Because you have dark vision. Why can't... What the hell is going on? Why is it doing that? Ah.
At first, I was like, that's a very, very big tower.
I don't understand what's going on here. There's no reason that it should be blocking your view.
There's stuff on the other side, isn't there?
Probably them Nothics done with their dinner.
Maybe I'm just XP hoarding, you know?
I mean, there's nothing there that should be casting this in the shadow. This makes no fucking sense.
It's fine. Whoa. It's not fine. You can put the darkness back up.
I mean, logically, if you can't see it, it's not there.
I know. exactly my thought. But now I can see through walls.
I don't understand what's going on with this.
I mean,
So one way you had it, I saw them.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to figure out why it's doing what it's doing. Because it really shouldn't be. I've even got a lighting source over here. It should be fucking fine. What a pain in the ass. Alright, we're just gonna do it that way. Just... You can see through the wall, but oh well. So as you kind of come down, you see there are... you don't notice them until you're down on the ground. They were kind of hidden. But as soon as you kind of stand up and you look, you see these 4 of the Nothlik are there, out of the corner of your eye. And they, seeing you alone, they begin to move towards you menacingly. So I need you to roll initiative.
Okay.
you got this.
Yeah, Tam completely forgot about those eyeball people.
I've been mentioned.
Okay. So, at the same time that you're coming down, those guys are kind of like you can hear them kind of banging at the door as well. And as these things are starting to move towards you, they're able to throw that door open.
They made it look so easy.
Well, they are kind of constructs. So for the first round, they kind of move towards you, Tam. They're gonna go. We're gonna go first. They're gonna go first. So, 30 feet. So this one kind of moves up. You there. This one comes up here, and you're kind of watching him come. But he kind of like looks at you with this thing, and you kind of start to feel a little bit queasy. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm so good at those. Okay.
All right, so you are able to shake off that kind of nauseous feeling. Then those two kind of attack you with their claws.
Okay.
The first is, let's see, misses you. The second misses you. And then the other one attacks you with 2 claw attacks. Definitely misses. And definitely misses. This one kind of moves up to you. In between. $16 hit? Oh yeah, you got a fucking 19. Misses with both of those. And it kind of does this kind of move that you've seen other people do in fighting things, where he's able to kind of disengage a little bit from you and moves away. technically with his bonus action, because he has cutting action. Okay.
Always fun.
All right, you get your turn now.
Okay. So let's attack number 2.
Okay.
Nice. You're just like whoosh, 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 whoosh.
I'd say that
whoosh, and then pow, pow, pow.
Pretty much. So that's 13.
Actually, it's 15 because house rules you double one die, or you get full points on the first die.
Cool.
So 15 points of damage in your first attack. Okay.
I'll whack him again.
And that hits. For another
For 7.
Okay.
And then flurry of blows.
That hits.
Another 7.
Okay.
And last attack. Where...
Yeah.
Another 11.
7-11.
Kapow, pow, 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 pow. And with your last kind of spin kick, you kick him in the neck, and you hear a crack as his head kind of goes sideways, and he just flops down like a rag doll.
Oh, I was hoping she would kick it like taco. Right off his head.
All right. Seeing the door open, these two
Go for an easier meal.
rush in. Seeing what's around, it goes for the biggest thing it sees, and it attacks the slot. And this one, moves off in there and tries to rotting gaze against.
Second biggest thing.
And then it succeeds, and then it pows. Boom. Yes. Ooh. Finally hits a crit. Alright.
Oh, he just wanted to leave.
And then that one attacks you twice. And misses both. Alright, you guys see these things rush in the room, so everybody else roll for initiative now.
If I rolled that twice, I'm sorry. I know. It's funny, it was being weird.
I don't see 2 rolls.
No, I know. Like, I clicked it and it did nothing, so I hit it again, so luckily it was actually another one.
Okay. What is going on? Oh my god. It won't let go of the... It won't let go of the turn order. So anytime I move the mouse, it's like making the turn order thing resize. There's nothing I can do to do it.
Escape.
Oh my god, roll 20. You are literally the worst.
Maybe you alt tab away from the window.
I tried that. God, now what is it doing? Alright, well I can't see anything from that. So Filbert. You are first up in the order for this round at this point. Even before Tam Tam, so go ahead.
Filbert?
You're saying anything, we can't hear you.
Hey. Oh,
That explains it.
back.
Yeah.
There
So I will. The Nothic sort of pushing in, right?
Yeah. So you just saw two of the Nothics kind of rush in. One is actually sandwiched in between the Magan, and one actually attacked the.
I have Kaz standing in front of me, so it will be a little bit of a tougher shot. I will steady aim and take a shot. This one over here in the middle.
Okay.
Yay!
It's dead.
8, 58, 68, 76 points of damage, please.
On which one?
The one in between the contract.
The one in the middle.
76.
8, 58, 68, 76.
So yeah, your blow actually, it sees it coming at the last second out of the corner of its one big eye, and it turns to look at the light that's now streaking towards it, and your arrow actually punches right into the eyeball and explodes in this bloody pus all over, and punches out of the back of its head, and it just freaking topples over. One shot kill.
Hooray!
The slod actually sees that, and it whips its head back at you, and it kind of looks at you, squinting.
Man, they're regretting life now.
I gave them. Thank you. Greedy bastards.
All right, not Tam Tam. You've got one in front of you.
I would like to punch it.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
Shit. No. No, you punch it, but you don't seem to kind of. It's got a tough hide. It doesn't, you don't land. The 20 hits though.
That's a sad number 6.
Okay.
and I'll just do my bonus punch. I don't got too many key points left anymore. There's 7.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
I'm good where I'm at. Be like, hey guys, stuff's coming at you.
We see that.
Trying to kill it.
Until you see all the corpses outside that I saved you from.
The silvery kind of Magos steps up, and it looks different than the other two. It moves slightly to the side there. So you guys know what it looks like. Kind of all silvery and wispy. And it kind of puts one of its hands up to its head. And as it does so, you see this kind of silvery, its eyes begin to glow silver. And it kind of focuses on this one remaining. And it fails, so it lashes out at mine, and it does. And you can see the Nothic kind of reel and grab at its head as it seems to feel some kind of invisible pain. Alright, that brings you up, Thea. Thea, real quickly, you see these kind of lights above you, and there seems to be more like it's almost like images and whatnot moving around in this in these starry skies. Now that you're on the ground, you're kind of out of the corner of your eye. It's really, you'd have to look up and look at it, but it's definitely something's going on up in those lights up above you.
Okay. And I'm gonna say to Aspia, these were the one-eyed jerks I was telling you about. I fed them, but apparently that wasn't good enough. They're jerks. They've been hanging outside your tower this whole time. And
I'll say that the orb begins to translate that. Considering I also didn't put Verlaine in the initiative order.
Go. And we have to protect her. She deserves to be free. I'm gonna come and attack.
So that orb is on the ground. You can't go through it.
Oh.
It is a big giant, like it looks like a planet, like a thing that's kind of fallen from the ceiling. It's on the ground.
You can do a cantrip, though.
Yeah, well, I can't get to him then. Well, I mean, is she technically a party member?
Yeah, I would say in this circumstance that. Just roll a straight charisma check. Roll a charisma check. Persuasion. Yeah, she considers you friendly.
5, 10. I'm gonna smack that guy. Yeah. With my mace, which I never use.
He's got a really tough hide, and your mace kind of like deflects off of him. He kind of takes it on his arm and breaks it off, and you don't actually hit him hard enough to really do any damage to him.
I never use them. And I'm going to. No. That a boost? No. That a boost? That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Alright. Blaine begins to chant a quick spell. And that does hit. She does 9 necrotic damage to it as this kind of spectral kind of hand reaches out and grabs onto the back of the neck of this Nothic. And you can see kind of like necrotic damage kind of spread out from where it touches. And she's happy to stand right there next to Filbert, who is raining death personified down on everyone with that foe of his that should never have been. All right, Kaz. Again, you also, you're noticing these things up in the stars as well.
Okay. I will actually put it here, and I will attack it.
Did you roll an at one?
Yeah, I did.
Well, you're within Filbert's range. He has the option to say no.
Oh.
It's gotta be within 30 feet.
Well, is it? Let's see.
Nope.
40.
Damn. Okay. Well, the first one misses. And so does the second one. Yay. I'm rolling like normal.
Well, but you plugged up the door hole.
Yeah. I'm good at plugging holes.
All right, so she do. She, with her staff.
Wait. Real quick. Wouldn't he have had advantage because like?
No, he gets a +2.
Oh.
Yeah, which would have put that at a 14, which still misses. I
Yep.
believe.
No, I considered that. So suddenly, she begins to chant, and as she does so, she whisks. She suddenly begins to fade and disappears. She moves away. Disadvantage. Crit fails. And moves back. And she calls out something that out of Valaine's pouch you hear translated into, "Defend me!" The Demon Mangos, then their turn, pulls out his greatsword and attacks for 22 for 6. Hits again. 13 total. This one moves up around Kaz. Swings twice, misses, hits. 23 total on him.
At least your damage started showing up again.
I figured out what the problem was.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And with his last swing, he actually takes the head off of that particular one.
Alright, they're all gone.
Yep.
As far as I know.
All right, Filbert, it is your turn. You don't see anything else in the room at the moment.
Alright. I guess I will 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You said that these orbs are kind of like on the ground?
They're on the ground, and you are seeing out of the corner of your eye all this stuff, these kind of shapes, and something's up moving around in the... But you would have to actually look up to see and examine it.
Alright, well, I'm gonna kind of crouch down in that thing and I will hold my action to shoot something else if the opportunity shall arise.
And anybody wanting to look up and examine what's going on in the stars field above them, that would be a bonus action.
Would that be a religion action?
But you used your bonus action to hide. Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right, the Nothic. On that round, Tam. You seeing another bunch start approaching.
Yes.
And one of them can get to you on this round.
But does it want to?
So no, they don't know. Alright, so they both attack you. You're flanked, so they get +2. That one hits for 4. I don't know why I got him on it. 9 misses. Second one attacks, hits you for 5, and then crit fails. So you take 9 total points of slashing damage. This one stares at you. I need you to roll a deception check. No, and that doesn't work. And then this one also catches your eye. Actually, Kaz, it's moving towards the door and it sees you blocking the door. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, which you make. All right, Tam Tam.
As long as I
Okay.
roll 4 or better. That's all I need.
I'm just gonna look briefly at number 2. That's being 1 moment, please, and I'm gonna keep smacking number 3.
Okay. Hit.
With yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
8. Again.
And that one
Ooh,
misses.
that's not gonna hit. All right, flurry of the blows. Wow. There we go.
Just need to roll the damage.
I was thinking of something, but I decided no. 11.
Okay. All right.
Like 1 more second. It's number 3.
The Magos moves up, but not seeing anything doesn't do anything. All right, Thea.
I don't see anything either. So I'm gonna look up at the sky.
All right. Roll a d10.
Working on it, I swear. Okay.
Okay, as you stare up into the sky, Thea, your vantage point of the room suddenly shifts, and you see a dozen or more Nothics burst into the room and catch you and your allies on a little bit flat-footed, as not expecting that many. After a moment, you're back, standing, and you feel your senses briefly heightened. It shifts, your vision shifts a little bit slightly, and you see yourself touching the sun model
Yellow one?
that's on the ground. And your vision is of you placing a hand on the large glowing orange sphere, then running for cover. After a few moments, the sphere erupts into a flame, exploding. And then you find yourself back, looking at the room as normal.
Hey everybody, I have an idea. Everybody needs to get out. Because I'm gonna blow the room up with the sun. Lathander told me to.
I had a vision from the thunder.
Alright.
So Verlaine moves up, coming forward, and she bumps into something. Oh! And sees the Thea there, and touches this invisible something, and she is startled, and kind of makes her way over this way. And she likewise looks up into the starry thing, and after that, so she moves 1, 2. And comes over here. Okay, that's hers. Kaz, you can now clearly see all of these big nasties that have come a-calling.
There's more coming.
Oh.
And I'll step out to here. And I will whack on this guy first. Actually, does it look? It appears as though this one's already in combat with Tam Tam, right?
Correct.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, I'll go for that one.
And that hits.
Right, 7 damage.
Okay.
And then, hold on, let me see. Oh, actually, I get to re-roll that because it's a 2 because of my weapon style, so I can re-roll that damage.
Okay, go ahead.
I keep forgetting about that and not re-rolling it. So that's 11 damage.
So 5, 4 more. Okay. It's looking rough.
Let's see here. And I'm sure that one hits for 10.
Yeah. How do you kill it?
I just bring my axe straight through its head.
Oof. Crunch.
Split its head right in half.
Gross.
Both halves just dangling there by its neck.
All right. Anything else?
No, that does it for me.
Okay.
I let them know there was more out here. I came out and I split one's head open. So, I'm good.
All right. The Demon Magos. The Demos Magan, excuse me. Why isn't it? Oh, I'm on the wrong. They both kind of step back and take up position. All right, Filbert. Nothing is entered, but you did see Kaz rush out.
I got to there. I see another one right in front of me, so I'll take a shot. 29 to hit.
Yeah.
And 18 damage. 28 damage.
Oh, because
Okay,
Kaz is
what's
right
low?
there. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. All right.
5, And then I'll bonus action dash down to here. Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. All right. On the beginning of that round, several more start to appear, including a much larger, more misshapen. And this one, Kaz, it's gonna attack you. "15 misses. Crit miss. Uses its cunning action to disengage and move away. This one down here was able to get within range, and it attacks you with just claws. Missing and missing. Tam, the other one that got close to you, attacks with its claws. 17 misses. He's no longer flanking. Oh, and he actually finally hit you.
Yeah.
For eight slashing.
Nobody hear me when I said I was gonna blow them up?
I
They're
heard you were gonna
outside.
blow up the room.
Yeah, you said get out of here. I'm gonna blow them up.
Yeah, but you could have gone the other way. Back to the left.
Daya specifically said, "Get out! I'm blowing up the room."
I don't know what you mean by blowing up the room, and I'm right at a door. I was in a doorway.
All right, this one.
I have a free fireball.
The strange one begins to motion its hands and move about, and a blaze of colors start to begin to form in this big giant kind of all around it, moving slowly and quickly and pulsing. I need for Kaz, Filbert, and Tam to make wisdom saving throws.
So,
Oh my god.
Is this a frightened effect?
So, each of you, the three of you, each see this glowing sphere, and it kind of mesmerizes you. And you are all hypnotized. And as such, you guys are incapacitated. And in a stupor. Till the spell pad for up to a minute. All right.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have stillness of mind.
Okay.
So as an action, I can end a effect causing you to be charmed or frightened.
Yes, you can.
I would like to do that.
On your turn, you can, right?
Yes.
And
Oh, are you still? There's a lot that you're doing right now.
There is, but nope. That was almost the last thing. Because
Okey-doke.
at the end of its turn, it's going to try to do one thing. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got a shit ton of thing gangs on the board right now. He's not able to do it. So that's his turn. That's his full movement was to get onto the board. It can't further go. Yep. So go ahead. Use your action and it just nullifies it.
Yes, it ends the effect, but that's my action.
Yeah, because if you were it would you would be able to snap yourself out of your hypnosis due to your mental training. So you are no longer hypnotized.
Cool.
That would still give you your bonus action and your movement, actually.
Yeah, I would like to move over this way.
Okay.
So if number 2 would like to
Yeah.
hit me.
Or attempt to. Oh, he does.
He does.
9 points of slashing damage.
Okie doke. And nah, that's it.
Okay. John, I know you had a rough night, and David, you too. It's 11:15. Do we want to try to continue this, or you want to pick up mid-battle next time?
I think it's a pretty. I think it's getting a little late. Honestly.
There's a lot of pieces on the board.
Yeah. If it was just the ones that we had, I would be like, okay, yeah, let's just finish this. But now there's like all these other things.
Or you could just fireball them, and then they're all cleared.
I have a free fireball if I could get them in the room.
We don't necessarily know that. So.
All you said was blow up the room. I was like, I don't want to be in the room anymore.
Well, you were never in the room. I don't even know if you would have heard it.
I mean, I thought about going into the room.
All right, then we will save it from here, and we will look to pick it up from mid-battle next week, or actually in 2 weeks. Next week the 17th? No, next week I'm good. I can't do it on the 17th. I got to cover for somebody for work, but next week I'm good.
Cool.
All right.
So we will look to
Oh,
pick
it's
up.
good to see all of you. Sorry, I got pulled away a couple times. My son had something in his eye, so I had to go flush his eye out with eye drops. And
The way
then,
it is.
yeah.
All right, cool, guys. Thanks for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Yes, it is.
A lot of fun.
It was a good mix. And you know where the next piece is. You just got to get through this to go get it.
Bridge.
Yep.
Hey, get through the horde.
Oh.
Awesome.
These guys
awesome,
are
awesome.
these guys are slightly less hungry because they're not going for their corpses.
Yeah, right?
Gee, I wonder why. They has been planning this with a knot to stall this all along.
Yep, it was my devious plan. You guys don't know, but I'm really a cleric of anti-Lathander.
Of darkness.
Who would that be? Loth? I don't know.
You could be Loth. That's the Spider Queen, but
yeah, but she's like, you know, the dark queen. I mean, it wouldn't be Selune, because Selune is not evil.
no, not at all.
Yeah, so the only one that I can think of is Loth. Huh? Shard?
Jar.
Char? Yeah. Yeah, I
JR.
guess. Oh, Jar.
He's
No, Shar.
Shar.
That's what I said. Char.
Salune's
Yeah.
Salune's sister.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's the one.
Be Set, if you want to go with that kind of pantheon.
Yep. Well, we are in Forgotten Realms, so I mean, all that pantheon.
It could be the Great Mother.
Did it really well until you let Filbert slip. Now everyone's onto you.
There's Leviatar.
Are those gods still around after the great cataclysm?
Well, that's not in this. Really.
I thought this was after that.
No, that's the this was like there was the magic thing that happened.
Yeah, well, like a lot of the gods died.
No, only what's his name? Tor or.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I know Mistra was gone for a while.
Yeah, Mistra. That got replaced by another one that's almost the same name.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah.
Good night, gang.
All right, David. Thanks for playing, buddy.
Yeah. Good
Yeah, I hope you feel better, man.
Thanks. Talk to you guys soon.
All right, bye.